Okay, so we have a Traxxas 110 Stampede VXL two-wheel drive. I know it was a mouthful, but it's what it is. This isn't the 4x4 version. This is just a two-wheel drive. I prefer two-wheel drives because they're more reliable. But I just like doing wheelies. But this is stock for the most part. But I did do some minor upgrades, so the body's still really muddy. But we were bashing it. But on the inside, for starters, you might not be able to hear on camera, but right here I have a Valenion brushless fan. That's just to keep the ESC cool. So I got that first. Still using the stock battery that came with it. Same connectors, same, all that stuff. I got a new spur gear pin in there because the old one broke. Because the slipper clutch was too tight from the factory, and then the pin that goes on the gear in there just snapped, so I had to replace that, pull the whole transmission apart. So I cleaned it, redid the bearings, and then put a little grease in there. But so that's been replaced. I have upgraded aluminum slipper clutch shoes because they last longer and they perform a little bit better. So I got those. It's the Valenion 3500. I think this is the 4-pole system. I'm not sure though because it resembles the 4-pole system. VXL 3S, again, don't know if it's a 4-pole. The tires are stock. The drive shafts are stock. I will be getting CVDs in the future. I'd definitely like to switch up to those. They're just a little pricey, but same stock, transmitter, receiver, all that stuff. And then if I turn this way, I have TRX aluminum caster blocks, red anodized caster blocks. You probably can't see them on camera.
I was gonna say turn your wheel the other way because that has a little more lighting. Yeah, there they are.
But I have those on both sides. TRX red anodized aluminum caster blocks, just to give it a little more, durability up there. Because I had a Stampede in the past, my old brush one when I was little, and they just kept breaking, so I just decided to upgrade. I knew I was going to need to upgrade those. Same shock oil, stock shock setup. I haven't moved the shocks out at all. The only thing that I did do from when I got it out of the box, actually, was put on some preload clips. I set the preload to where I like it. So the back's not completely up, but it sits up a little higher. It doesn't sag as much. And the front just made it a little bit stiffer. Because I hit pretty big jumps at this. My friend has a BMX track and he's got some pretty big jumps, so do that. And also I have all the bearings. This is the newer version, so it has Allen screws and full ball bearings in the whole system. I've taken all the bearings out after I mud bashed it and pulled the seals out, cleaned them out, and put in some fresh WD-40. But other than that, it's pretty much stock. The wheelie bar is at the highest setting, and I did also have a couple receiver problems. When you guys get these from the factory, definitely, they say this is waterproof. It's water resistant because if you pull these two screws out that you open up the receiver box, there's a blue rubber seal that goes around here, and you're going to need to put a little bit of Vaseline or some sort of marine grease around that to prevent that from leaking, because unfortunately that happened to me. So then it wouldn't bind and it was having all kinds of issues, so I pulled the receiver box apart, pulled the receiver out, and I had to take the receiver apart and then just split the plastic cases, pull the actual receiver board out, and then blow it dry with a hair dryer and then dry out the box. And then I put a little marine grease on the foam piece where the wires come out, and then that O-ring or that seal as well.
So you can get it wet, like you can go through puddles.
It's going to be much more water resistant now that I did that.
Water resistant, yeah.
But
just not
other than that,
waterproof.
since I did that, I haven't had any problems with it. I didn't damage anything. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much my Traxxas Stampede. For the TSM, I'm still new at the TSM. I haven't really, it's definitely been helping. But I haven't really been in an area yet where I truly get to test that. I just run on gravel and stuff, so even if it's muddy, it's rainy, it's not really gonna make a difference. It makes a little bit of a difference, I could tell, but I need to be on some wet, slippery grass to really tell that, so I haven't really truly tested that yet. But for now, I just leave it at the factory setting, just at the middle position. I don't put it on 0. I don't turn it off or anything. I just leave it where it is. So for any of you that don't know what TSM is, it's this new, it's kind of like a gyro stabilization system almost for an RC car. So if I turn this up a little bit, once I kick in the motor, as you can see, once I kick in the motor, it auto corrects. It keeps the wheels straight, so that it kind of prevents fishtailing from happening. It'll kind of keep you, on target to wherever you're going. So that's pretty much how that works. For any of you that didn't know, but so yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So
All right.
just minor upgrades, but other than that, it's completely stock. It's been a blast. Like I said, I've already mud bashed it, hit some huge jumps with it, and just sprayed it down with some water and put a just soaked the whole thing in WD-40 and wiped it down and cleaned all the bearings and stuff. But this thing's been a blast so far. Real quick though, guys, I didn't know this, but I didn't want to take a chance. These ESC fans are not waterproof. They're brushless, but they're not waterproof. These are not waterproof. If you get them wet, you're more than likely going to ruin them. So keep that in mind when you go out and drive in mud or when you rust off your car. Because it's pretty easy to take off. It's just these two little tabs and that comes off. So I would recommend taking that off when you're cleaning your car. But other than that, completely stocked Traxxas Stampede VXL 2-wheel drive. Had a blast with it. Haven't had any problems with the ESC overheating, but I just wanted to be safe with that. So yeah, I haven't had any motor temp problems, so this thing's a beast, man. It's definitely fun. When you get them, you just want to check over everything. Definitely check the slipper clutch, otherwise you're going to have that pin snap most likely, and you're going to have to take the whole transmission apart and replace that pin, or that axle, I guess you would call it.
Which actually was a good learning experience for you.
It was a good learning experience, but it's definitely not something that you'd want to have to do with a brand new car, so it's kind of a pain in the butt, but that's kind of my own fault, because, you just want to check over the cars when you get them new. So, I did not check the slipper clutch. It was sort of my fault, but I figured, while I had the slipper clutch part, might as well put in upgrades. So, and the stock was actually, one of them cracked, so I kind of had to replace them. So I figured I might as well get the aluminum ones. So, they performed actually better for me. But I had my slipper clutch set, and everything works good, so... That's
Nice.
my Traxxas Stampede 2-wheel drive VXL. Again, mouthful to say, but it's a blast truck. It's water resistant. It's not 100% waterproof, but the receiver is water resistant. So,
All right. Cool.
That's pretty much it. Haven't really done any true hardcore upgrades. Like I said, my next upgrade is going to be CVDs for the rear drive shafts. But that's it. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned in for more Traxxas Stampede videos. We'll probably have some jumps. We'll probably go to the RC track again. I think you guys have seen the video by now of when we went to the RC track and that piece actually broke at the track. Like, it stopped moving. So, yeah. But it's all good now, and we'll definitely go back there and have a good time. It's just been raining a lot right now, so it might be a while till we get the video up. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys.